Making a handmade art photo book takes a lot of time and practice. You need proper tools, but I also find it important to make it a bit cozy when I sit with myself to practice the craft, as hours can go by very easily. In this video, you can witness me cutting the last photographs for inserting into the last 13 copies of my debut photo book called One. The photo book is a very special book, as I have worked on it for 5 years. This video is only a little glimpse into some of the final steps in creating a handmade photo book. The intense work is sitting like this and cutting them all to prepare for the bigger process of hand-making the book itself. In the beginning, it's always a bit difficult to refine the pattern of the process. In this first set of 5, I found myself having to adjust the paper too much and also adjusting my cut for several of the photographs. It's about rotating the cutting board with the paper in the right direction, as I feel is most effective when I cut the photographs, but also about cutting the photographs in lesser cuts, so to speak. At this point, I had worked for an hour or so and had found my flow. My goal while cutting is to only remove one big piece, like when I was a child and wanted to peel an orange in one bit for luck. I know there are more effective ways of doing this, but I'm not looking for a complete engineered approach to cutting them. I just needed to feel organic and in flow for me. After removing this big piece of excess paper, I assess each photograph and cut thin slips off the ones that need it. I use the ruler to make the cuts clear and clean, and I always cut the paper as it lies face down, as I found that the cut itself creates a bit of a white line on the photographs, but only on the side that is faced up towards the cutter. There are 5 different types of these transparent photographs in each book. I work with a vellum 110 gram paper that I have printed on myself. During the last stage of the cutting process, I put on double tape on all photographs. I cut 65 individual photographs during this last session, and they are for 13 books. I put 2 strips of double-sided tape on each photograph, resulting in me cutting out 130 strips of double tape. It is perhaps the most tiring part of the whole process, as it is quite hard on my wrists and my fingers, because I hold both a scissor and the tape in my right hand. I count each group of photographs to make sure I have 13 of each, and then I also like to double check that they are all facing the right way before I start putting on the tape. This ensures that I don't have to think about placing them wrongly when I start putting it on. I tend to hyper-focus on the one step, and if they are lying differently, that creates more mistakes. At the end, I pack them all nicely in my box to make them ready for inserting into the book.